That was Gary Stevens who was penalised for the foul on Dreeks, so Israel have a free kick. Ball being placed by the captain, Malmillion, number 8, who tends to be the playmaker. Oh, that wasn't a very good header, and a chance for Dreeks there. Well, it was Dreeks, the centre-forward, who had the volley. And England almost got themselves into difficulties there early on, Jimmy.
Yes, it is a pity, apart from the nature of the game, that there's the replay. Not the best volley in the world, he won't be very pleased with that one. But
the President of Israel is among the crowd here this afternoon. I think you had a shot of him just a second or two ago. That's Haim Herzog, and that was Eli Cohen with a shot. So the first two shots have come really from the Israelis, Jimmy.
Yeah, from Tel Aviv to 2-team, they appreciate a shot at goal.
Up into the near post area, and Dave Watson comes in from further back. Barnes and Webber in there too. Played short to Pearce. Oh, and Webb. Oh, and away from almost on the line by Klinger. Here's McMahon. Through to Barnes. Will the ball hold up? It did. And Waddle. And Allen. Oh, there was the first flurry of excitement around the Israeli goal, and Clive Allen had the final shot. He's yet to score for England. But that really came indirectly from the short corner. Pearce got involved, then, as you'll probably see here, Webb gets the touch that looked like going. He hit the post, actually. Unlucky that for Neil Webb. And away by Klinger, number 4. So really, Neil Webb. Abby Cohen got the ball to Malmillion. Gary Stevens stepped in. Webb again. McMahon. McMahon shot. Worth trying too, because well known that McMahon may even have been told that the Israeli goalkeeper Ginsberg can be excellent, but he can also have his dodgy moments, and on that occasion he didn't quite field it cleanly. Then Hungary away. Then the Rouse Cup. Here's Stuart Pearce. Beardsley's in there. And Waddle, can he make it? No, scrambled away from the foot of the post. Referee and linesman looking at each other as to whether that was a corner or a goal kick, but Chris Waddle was the player on the end of it. Peter Beardsley did some good work earlier in that move. Pearce was the player who got the ball back from the line. Then it was Beardsley. The chip coming off number 7 near Alon, and Waddle, in fact, hit the outside of the post. So we've now hit both goal posts in this opening 26 minutes. First. Free kick to Israel. Finger playing it short to Malmillion. Eli Cohen. Header out was by Mark Wright. Shimonov with McMahon. Offside. Offside. Brilliant finish by Tikvar. He'll be really disappointed about that. The flag was up on the far side the moment the ball was headed back through. It wasn't Greeks number 9, it was this man Tikvar who actually smacked that on the volley. A beautiful finish, as you'll see again from this. But as the ball is headed back in, I think 2 of them are offside, as a matter of fact, the 9 and the 11, Tikvar. What a shot though, Jimmy.
It was indeed, and he was getting the bird from the crowd just earlier on for 2.
Malmillion going up to the ball now, and there's a few delaying tactics taking place. And Barnes to Kerwan against the bar. Volleyed back in by Watson. And a chance perhaps at the end there, but Mark Wright was hoping it was going to come out again, but John Barnes, little dummy by Beardsley and Webb. Barnes curling it. Goalkeeper may have just got a touch. Came back off the crossbar. So now England have hit the frame of the goal on 3 occasions. The post twice. Allen is free over on the left. He's got Stuart Pearce going up outside him. Allen made room for the shot, but it was just wide.
To be fair to Ginsberg there, the goalkeeper, I think that was a save. He just got his fingers to it. Otherwise, John Barnes would have scored from there. Very good one indeed. But that was wide of the post, and he covers up just in case.
Malmillion. Tikva. That wasn't a bad ball. This is Dreeks. Avi Cohen is up far side, but Dreeks trying the impossible in a way there. I don't think there's any danger of that creeping in at the near post. Past Chris Woods. 1 minute left in the first half. It's Webb to McMahon. Barnes. Webb is well forward again here. And the goalkeeper just got a hand to it to turn the ball away from Clive Allen. Corner to England. Played short to Barnes. The trainer's bench down there is virtually flooded where the Israeli subs are sitting. Here's Waddle. Watson still in the penalty area. Half got to it. Drive was by Webb. And Ginsberg going down at the feet of two players hoping for a rebound. It was Neil Webb's shot. So entering time that the referee may be adding on for stoppages. Neil Webb got over the ball here and drove it so hard into the ground. It became a mark right. It's Waddle starting an England attack. Beardsley. Allen's in a good position here. It was hooked away from him by the defender. Shimonov got an important touch to deprive Clive Allen there. Good build-up by England. Beardsley on the right. Ball coming in towards Allen, but there's the hook by Shimonov, which worked out rather conveniently for Israel. Brailovsky for Israel. Stevens. Waddle outside him. Still Waddle. Oh, dear me.
He'll have to remake his reputation after that cross off his right foot. Not very encouraging. It does look as if from that top corner he's got the opportunity and the good ground to come past that player, and if we can keep feeding him, in the end, one of those crosses is going to go a little straighter and to a target. That's from the point of view of result, but you can see the Israelis now growing in strength and confidence now that they feel that there might be a result on for them here. If the England morale drops a little, maybe they can just pull off a result which they remember for another 50 years.
Barnes again. Pearce. Barnes. Promising perhaps this by John Barnes. He's threatening to go through them all, and Clive Allen was in the middle of that somewhere. Well, there was a case anyway there of Barnes running at the defence and Allen trying to squeeze in at the last. Always feel with Barnes he's liable to go clean through the lot once in a while. And the defender just got a final touch there to turn the ball back. Brailovsky.
Uncertain as to the best way to cope with breaking down this Israeli sweeper defence, and they're away.
It's Brailovsky. Dreeks is in the centre. Malmillion is forward. This is Dreeks. Oh. Not sure what we say about that.
Well, I'm sure the crowd hasn't deafened you at home this afternoon, but that showed they were there. More in derision, I'm afraid. He's quite a player, Brailovsky. He can play the game. Lovely little flick on there from Million, I think it was. And probably the worst shot we've seen this season from anyone in any country on any day. But not a bad player, that Dreeks. It's just the excitement of the occasion.
Barnes. Mann in there again. Eli Cohen got a touch to it. Waddle came across and hit one, which Ginsberg managed to gather from Chris Waddle.
Now, thinking about the substitution, Nick Harford's the only card really that Bobby Robson's got to play in the attacking sense.
And Clyde Allen. Oh.
And this might be the time to do it.
Yes, just to clarify that bit about the substitutes, we only have 4 because when the squad left Luton on Sunday, there were only 16 players. Clyde Allen, on another day, might have been able to hook that in, but not this afternoon. And when Brian Robson went home yesterday, that reduced it to 15, so only 4 substitutes on the England bench, one of whom, of course, is a... Avi Cohen is waiting on the edge of the penalty area. Briggs is there as well. Malmiljan. Oof, it was Avi Cohen who came closest to it. I think he feels he should have had a corner. But linesman walking back. And we can see this again here. Well, was there a touch by an England head there? It looks as though there was. So maybe Avi Cohen's appeals were justified. 20 minutes. McMahon. Oh dear. Finger in the way of what was supposed to be a pass to Waddle. Malmiljan now. Brailovsky, and he's got clear of Gary Stevens. Brailovsky right through, but scoops the shot over the bar as Chris Woods came out and let off for England, Jimmy.
It was indeed. It was that man Malmiljan again with the through ball. Beautifully played there. Perfectly timed, and this little lad Brailovsky's got some pace as well as dribbling ability, and the cheek to try a little lob over the keeper. But the pitch beat him in the end. It just popped up as he was doing it. Interesting player, plenty of ability there.
Or Webb with Evanier challenging him. Now, can Pearce get a cross in for Harford to feed on? He did just that, but Harford could get no power on the header. Had a defender right in front of him. Well, there's a cold, wet night here in Tel Aviv, and not a... Yes. McMahon, Barnes. A bit more promise perhaps here from England. Waddle. Stevens has made a forward run. Beardsley, Barnes in the centre, chance for John Barnes, brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Barnes tries again, and Ginsberg restores his reputation after some rather unsettled performances recently. He's had a good day, the keeper, and at the other end, Brailovsky breaks for Israel. They revered the goalkeeper who died so much in this country that it's difficult for any of his successors, but Ginsberg made a terrific save there because that from John Barnes looked to be on its way in. But Ginsberg made a terrific save there because that from John Barnes looked to be on its way in. Here's Harford. Pearce. Now Barnes again. Can he wriggle through this time? He has. Barnes off. This is his day.
It's not his day for finishing, but it is his day for showing us really what a class player he can be, even under these conditions. This beautiful chest trap there, and a first-class, well, reaction save. It was right at him, but the determination and the strength that we've seen from John Barnes today, and the stamina to continue to dribble, to continue to pass, to continue to get into attacking positions, has been great encouragement, I think, for the future. You see, he's resisting the challenges, jumping over them, not wanting to fall, and that was the final moment when the last skill let him down. John Barnes, a player and a half now in the last year.
Harford hoping for something there. Barnes. McMahon coming through from midfield. And here's Webb. Oh, and an unorthodox save this time by the goalkeeper, but it's enabled Israel to get the ball half away. Here's Gary Stevens. Beardsley out